What's up, people? It's your boy Benny Blanco, aka Mr. Shatter Cali. Told you guys I would tell this fucking story. Alright, let me start it off with I do not condone drinking and driving. This is my drinking and driving story. This is the reason I try to never drink and drive again. This could have ruined my life. I could have hurt someone else. You know what I'm saying? I probably was like 19, maybe 18. I had just started driving or whatever. So we're gonna start the story off. I was on the block with my guys or whatever. We was out there drinking. We had girls over and stuff. Weekend, I believe. So we out there drinking. It might even been close to a holiday. I can't remember. But we out there drinking, partying, whatever. Just out hanging out. So the girls ended up leaving. It was getting late. The girls ended up leaving or whatever. So when I drink, if it only affect me in two ways. Either I get horny or I get sleepy. So the girls left and I wasn't, I don't swing that way and nothing but dudes now. So I'm trying to leave. So earlier in the night, one of my buddies had my car keys. So he really didn't want me to drive. I didn't feel like I was that drunk anyway. So I basically threatened him for my car keys. So I had like the Henny bottle, and I'm like, "Don't give me my car keys, or else." Basically, so dude, he gave me the car keys. So I jump in my car. I drive. Then I had three cars. Then I had a '82 Monte Carlo LS, 305 in there. So anyway, I jump in the car. Freaking I take off. I can hear him before I take off telling my other guys, Ben jumped in the car or whatever. So I take off, and at this time I don't stay on the west side anymore. I moved out to Maywood. I think I was still staying with my grandma at the time. I moved out to Maywood, if you guys know where that's at. So I stayed in like the western suburbs, I should say. So I jump in the car and take off. I go down Madison. I don't know if it's still like that in Chicago, but Madison used to be the place where all the fucking nice cars would hang out on the west side, where all the nice cars would hang out, and all the girls would be out there. It'd be like one big party on this street on the weekends, that in the circle or whatever. So like all the nice cars would be out there. So I was on Madison, like driving through, and you got to go all slow because it's kind of a lot of traffic and everybody looking at all the girls and shit. So I'm riding slow, and basically we stop at this light, and I hear somebody try to open my door, and I look over. It's one of my guys. He's trying to get out the car. You been drinking? I'm like, nigga, you been drinking? What the fuck? You telling me not to drink and drive, but you drinking and driving to try to catch me, to tell me stop drinking and driving, whatever. So the light turned green. I take off. My boy that was chasing me, he's in like a Pontiac Sunfire. I don't know if you know what a fucking Sunfire is, but it ain't built for no speed. So I take off. I jump on the freeway. So he's trying to keep up with me in this Sunfire. I'm doing like 110 on the shoulder of the freeway, just flying, just reckless. It was a lot of traffic and shit too. So I'm just being reckless now. You know what I'm saying? They done got me kind of charged, doing shit I ain't even supposed to be doing, just acting the fool. So Maywood's a nice little distance. So I jump off the freeway. We stop at this light. Now I got to make a left. So you know how it wasn't no traffic from left and right. So once that light turned green, I floored it before the oncoming traffic came, just to leave my guy who was behind me. So just being stupid, just being real stupid. So go down this street. I got like a stop sign, and I do a rolling stop through the stop sign, and I come back in Maywood, you got to like park. You can't park on the streets because then they got the street sweep or whatever, and they get write you tickets and shit. So we parked in my driveway in the back. So I had to come through the alley and parked. So I park. I'm bumping. I got my sounds and stuff in my car. So I'm bumping the music. I got the door open. I hear the car coming. So I'm thinking it's them. So I'm out the car. Just talking shit. Like I told you. Basically I told y'all I could make it. So my dumb ass out the car, all charged and shit, and an unmarked police car pulls up, right? So it's just all white, maybe like a Taurus back then. So I like freeze for a second, then I take off running, cause I was underage. I wasn't old enough to be drinking. Definitely shouldn't been drinking and driving. So so I run. I take off down the block. It's starting to rain now. I jump off somebody's fence, roll under a car, and I bullshit you not, I fell asleep. I fucking fell asleep under a car while it's raining. I guess once you're drunk and you start to work up, it starts to affect you a little bit more. I guess it pumps through your bloodstream a little bit more. So I fell asleep. This is embarrassing. I woke up, I don't know how long later, and I walked home. So the police are in the back towing my damn car. I don't even care. I just walked straight in the house. My grandma, she like, what happened? Because I really don't give her too many problems. So I just go in my room, close the door, fall asleep. Deal with it in the morning. I go down there. I talk to the actual police officer. Just happened to be the one at the station when I went to go find out what was going on with my car or whatever. And I can't remember whether I told him I was drinking. I think I might have told him that I just didn't know who the fuck he was because he was in an unmarked car. So he was like, well, it's such and such to get your car out, and then you'll have court. So I go to court because I don't have any felonies or anything. I don't really have no record. They kind of just gave me a slap on the wrist. They charged me for running the stop sign because at that point they couldn't give me, when I went to the police station, they couldn't do no test for alcohol, seeing if I was drunk. So it was just that, and they could have gave me a fleeing from the police charge, but they ended up dropping it just because I didn't have no record. So, man, I did community service, had to pay to get the car out and all that shit, and it wasn't even worth it, man. That was a fucked up night. And the funny thing is, my guys almost got in trouble too, because they did pull up after the police pulled up, and they just kind of kept going because they seen what was happening. Police chasing me. Oh man. And I lost my phone too. When I was running, I dropped my phone and shit cracked, and I think it was might have been right when smartphones came out, so that shit cracked. So I highly advise you to not drink and drive. It's not worth it. Don't be like me. I was an idiot. I don't do it. I rarely, I don't know if you guys been paying attention when I first couple of videos, you always see me. I was sipping on something, but dependency on different substances. There's a lot of drug abusers in my family, so every now and then I'll stop drinking for a couple of months just to prove to myself that I don't need to drink. So right now I'm not drinking. I've drank all year, so it's just one of those things. I don't like to be dependent on anything. I don't like to feel like I'm not in control. So, and I just don't want to be in a place where I'm dependent on alcohol, because I never really fucked with anything else anyway. So, for all my people out there, don't drink and drive. Don't get high and drive. Same shit. Be safe. That's all I got for you guys today. Peace.